The Great Flood of 1862 was a massive flood that affected much of California in the winter of 1861 to 1862. It was caused by a series of heavy storms that hit the state, dumping large amounts of rain on an already saturated landscape. The result was widespread flooding, landslides, and damage to infrastructure. One of the most important impacts of the flood was on the state's growing population. Many towns and cities were flooded, and thousands of people were forced to flee from their homes. The flood also caused significant damage to the state's economy, and crops were destroyed and transportation routes were disrupted. In addition to the damage caused by the flood itself, there were also a number of secondary effects. For example, the floodwaters carried large amounts of debris and sediment, which caused further damage downstream. The flood also led to the spread of disease, as stagnant water provided a breeding ground for mosquitoes and other insects. Despite the devastation caused by the flood, it also had some positive effects. For example, the floodwaters helped to replenish California's underground water supply, which had been depleted by years of over-extraction. The flood also helped to reshape the state's landscape, creating new lakes and marshes that would become important habitats for wildlife. Overall, the Great Flood of 1862 was one of the worst natural disasters in California history. It caused widespread damage and hardship, but it also played an important role in shaping the state's landscape and economy. Today, as California continues to face the challenges of climate change and population growth, it's important to remember the lessons of the Great Flood of 1862 and to work to protect ourselves against future natural disasters.